So this is a very interesting unique that got buff in this league. It's called a Hidden Blade. Whenever we are on phasing, we're gonna be releasing a blade that's gonna be coming out of you, right? And you can support this by just socketing some gems into your blade. I'm using GMP, returning projectile, and pierces. But I tested out different gems as well, such as like chain, volley, and other things around this item. And as long as they follow something like a projectile, you can support it and play around with it. Of course, maybe sustaining yourself on a phasing might be a bit tricky. In some classes like Raider and Scion, they have like a point on ascendancy that you could use, and you could have this as a permanent thing. But then you're just limiting yourself to like 2 classes. That doesn't sound too interesting, but there's a very interesting way to go around it. If you go low life, you're always gonna be, if you go Petrifying Blood, you're gonna be on low life no matter what. That's how Petrifying Blood works. And this is like a very cheap unique that whenever we are on low life, we have phasing. So we literally can automate the process of this blade with amulet and aura. And then, not only that, since this projectile counts as a hit, right? We can use resolution technique to cap our hit at 100%, but you will never crit. Fair enough. Then we can apply curses if you have any kind of cursor on hit ring, because this blade actually counts as a hit. Not only that, we can use gloves, a hemophilia, to proc the bleeding explosions as well. So, and then we're gonna be using corrupting fever. So I would say this build gonna feel very similar to like people sometimes playing corrupting fever on a champion, but instead of like using some kind of power spend, we're just gonna be running around and just using some kind of movement skill with the life, because you need to spend the life just to proc the corrupting fever. And we can just automate a running simulator. I have like explosion, and the blades are flying around. I mean, for now it just looks kind of not such a bad, but probably getting this like to making a viable build out of this idea is gonna be a bit difficult, because I would say probably around T16 our damage is gonna be way too low. But just for a walking simulator and pressing the whirlwind blades and everything dying, I think that's gonna be a fun project if I decide to create it.